It is officially the offseason, and it's time to break down what the Cardinals should be doing and hopefully what they will be doing. So, starting off, coaching. I think coaching really stays the same. I don't see many major switch ups, if any. Obviously, we're going to try to grow with this group, and I think we have a great group to work with, and there's just a lot of potential in this coaching room, which I'm really excited for. So I think coaches, we just keep. Now, season is over for Cardinals. We need to start deciding who we're going to look to re-sign and who we're going to let walk. Amongst the players I think the Cardinals should re-sign, easily, Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch is going to be the Cardinals' receiver 4 and ideally get a lot more playing time next year. Every time he's on the field, he's always improving himself. He's doing something. We just need to see more of Greg Dortch, and hopefully we get him on another deal. Ezekiel Turner, I imagine he will be back. Another linebackers, Cardinals have a good linebacker room. We need to bring our guys back. Same thing with Josh Woods. Josh Woods needs to come back. Had a very impressive year this year, and then injuries did take him out. But he was very good, and I was very happy with his performance this year. And I do think the Cardinals do bring back Jonathan Ledbetter. I think he had a good season, very solid enough to bring him back and shuffle him through the practice squad and active roster if need be. But I think he can come in and play for us. And as well, I think the Cardinals will re-sign Aaron Brewer, long snapper. I know, kind of boring, but he is pretty good, and I think ultimately he's going to come back. Now on to free agents, though. The Cardinals need a lot of improvement. Going 4-13, you need to improve, ultimately. And ultimately, our biggest needs are receivers, offensive line, defensive line, corners. Those are our biggest needs. And to combat that, here are free agents I think the Cardinals need to go after. Starting with T. Higgins. I don't think the Cardinals re-sign Hollywood. I think we go out and we make a splash signing in T. Higgins, bring him to Arizona, have him be our receiver 1. And I'll get more to this plan as I get into the video, but I really like the plan I have currently. Also, I think Cardinals should be looking at L'Jarius Sneed. Now, Sneed, if he is able to get past that franchise tag, the Cardinals need to be able to get him. I know we have a lot of good talent in this draft, but we still need a solidified number 1 corner. Our corner room is so bad, and we really need someone to come in and just be the forefront of that. Also, Josh Allen, not the quarterback, unfortunately, but the linebacker. We need someone to come off that edge. Now, Cardinals do have a decent amount of linebackers, as I said. We're pretty good on that front, but we still need to work on our pass rush. And Josh Allen would be a perfect addition to this defense. The way he can get after quarterbacks, very good. He's just all around a good player. And it would just make sense, ultimately, for the Cardinals to sign him. And last but not least, offensive line addition. I think the Cardinals go after Trent Brown, offensive tackle. I do think the Cardinals do get rid of DJ Humphries in this offseason, leaving Paris Johnson and go ahead and get Trent Brown to be on the opposite side of him. And hopefully that could help protect Kyler. Now, I know we do need to work on our guards, and I do think that's something the Cardinals will address in the draft. Now, obviously, these free agents, I know there are bigger names, so I hope the Cardinals can get one of them, T. Higgins, hopefully. I don't know. I don't think they'll get more than one. But these are real players that can really do a big difference to this Cardinals team. Now that we have free agency out of the way, we got the draft. And I said I had something cooking with T. Higgins. T. Higgins, I want him to come in, be receiver 1. Who's receiver 2? Cardinals take Marvin Harrison. This receiver room was so upsetting last year. It was carried by our running back and our tight end. So obviously we need to upgrade, and we just need to overhaul this thing. Get T. Higgins in here. Get Marvin Harrison in here. And then guess what? We have Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch for 3 and 4. That is a top-tier receiver room in this league. Michael Wilson coming off his second year. He's only going to get better. Marvin Harrison, best receiver in this draft. T. Higgins, a clear number 1. and Greg Dortch to come off and play fourth, that is a great receiver room, and I think the Cardinals could absolutely make a splash if that's what they go after. And that is truly my hope, that the Cardinals do go out and make that happen. If anything I say in this video is true, I hope it's that. Because receivers, we need them desperately. Our receivers did not show up this year, and it's time for the Cardinals to make a change. Now, I did not mention, though, Cardinals have 13 picks in this draft. 2 being first rounds, and we do hold 3 from the Texans. A first, a third, and a fifth. The Cardinals are in a great situation right now. And we could really build a really good roster if we can just hit on some of these picks. I think the Cardinals go in with our second pick in the first round from the Houston Texans. I think the Cardinals go out and get Cooper DeJean, a corner. Like I said, I did say to L'Jarius Sneed earlier, but we need to build a corner room. We can't just go out and get one. We need to start building this room. And no better way to do it than getting a vet and a rookie in the same room. And obviously, I can't really talk about all of our picks right now. But another player I do want the Cardinals to get is Bucky Irving. The Cardinals need to find ourselves a running back too. James Conner, he is great when he's out there, but we have to give this man a break. We have to be able to let him sit on the bench for a second, regain, and keep him healthy. James Conner is an absolute star in this league, but we have to make sure he's healthy. When this team has James Conner, we are electric. We are a different team. When we don't, we crumble. And when you see him play, it makes sense. He's one of our best receivers. He can score touchdowns at any moment. He can run the ball like crazy. He will throw people with that stiff arm. He is elite, and we need to protect him and keep him healthy, but we need a running back too that can come in and do the job just as good. And drafting a running back too in the third round, I think would be a very smart idea. Finally get someone in there, solidify that spot, stop having to switch through a couple guys each game. Just get one to solidify it, and someone who can actually do the same thing as James Conner, who can receive but run at the same time. And so hopefully I do hope that the Cardinals do go out and get these players and draft them. These are players that can make a change to this team and help us this coming year. But the biggest thing this offseason needs, no matter who we go in free agency, no matter who we draft, no matter what moves we make, the biggest thing this team needs is culture. You look at teams and their success. What comes with success? Culture has to come with success. You need to be able to win that. You need to be able to have a winning culture, a team that backs the team, players that want to play for the coaches that want to coach these players. You need to have a great culture in your building. Look at the Niners. They have an amazing culture in their room, and they're the 1 seed. Look at the Lions. These teams have managed to build their culture into something that truly just can't be stopped. Players want to play for the coach. The coaches want to coach these players. You need something that's so unstoppable that the other team truly can't mess with. And the Cardinals have lacked culture for so long that this offseason we're going to have to work together and we're going to have to make the right moves, but we're going to have to build it as a team. And if this team can find culture and find a way to work together, there is no telling what this team could do. But it all just depends on the offseason. But that's going to be the video. Let me know down below your guys' thoughts. Do you think any of the moves I said the Cardinals should go out and make? Or do you have moves of your own you think the Cardinals should go out and do? Let me know down below. And be sure to hit that like and sub button. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one.